Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Murray now on first down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Championships, baby. Hey, switch gears.
The 42-yard line.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. Defensively, let's go ahead and meet the starting 11 from Minnesota. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got his man, that's Harry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now on second and 16. Murray, they'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Third and 10.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he completes it to Hunt.
Murray's pass. Complete to Kareem.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here are the Vikings under 6-year head coach Mike Zimmer. Leading them out, the second-year man from UCLA, drafted number 10 overall. It's Josh Rosen.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Well, look now at our starting defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL at stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Rosen to throw on third down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A second down run with Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He wasn't ready.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be a third and about 13. Murray with a third and long. Catch is made by Harry. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Check, 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 check.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He's got Lewis. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Murray got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Quit talking about it.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Stop us.
Uchenna Nwosu racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Right there. All day, baby.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down, Minnesota.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Let's go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
He's checking.
A toss play to Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up the 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now it's Rosen looking. That one caught by Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Draw play. Rosen to Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 41-yard.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
58.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Any day.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Murray going to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again, Murray. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's Rosen. This will be caught by Brown. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rosen will throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen dumping it off for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 43-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Rosen to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
58 the money. 58 the money. It's a game of the run. And it's
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. They go to Johnson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rosen now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Johnson. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That's on the former first-rounder Taylor Decker.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Here we go, D.
Rosen now off the bootleg. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll make it a second down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run Anderson, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Now it's Rosen. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kerryon Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Big stuff, let's go.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13. Now on second and 13. Murray. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, down at the 31. Murray now on first down. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and goal.
To throw again on second down. Murray, he's got Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
On second down, it's Lewis. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I'm going to hit you all.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Brings up third and 5.
From the gun on third down, Murray. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ricky Seals-Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. That little bouncing was...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Rosen hands off to Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Williams. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Check, 59. Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
They run with Lewis out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Check, 59. Pretty quiet, D. Pretty quiet.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 24.
They run. This is Lewis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, Don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead, and that's what he did.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
First down, Minnesota.
Now Rosen on first down. This is brought in by Gibson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
We got this.
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
It's a gain of 17.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
You better be ready.
Lawrence Guy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Rosen. That one caught by Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Anderson is the lone man in the backfield here as they get set for a 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, he got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Seahawks 24.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's C.J. Anderson who tops it off with the touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On the draw, this is Lewis. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Murray now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Lewis here on first down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's complete to Brown, right side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
25 yards that time. Back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. He's back to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dylan Cantrell, his first touchdown on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Murray. complete. This is Lewis. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing again on second down. Murray. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This from long, very long range. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And now it's Rosen looking. And he floats one there, incomplete. The intended receiver was set to valve, and it's 3rd down. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Here's Rosen to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Rosen. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Open man is Cantrell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
The ball carrier, Tristan Hill, brought him down. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish at overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Minnesota, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.